Okay, so this is my project. For my magazine, I decided to talk about the third topic, which is early to bed, early to rise, and the present and real conditional. So this is my cover for my magazine. I decided to call it Morpheu's Trend. I'm working alone, so my idea with this magazine was to come out with some useful information for people who's having sleeping issues so that they can sort of figure something out in regards to what to do and when to do it. So on my cover page, I have Morpheus in the middle and some of the most common issues that we have in terms of sleeping. Okay. So on the first page of the magazine, I created a matching game. It's something very simple. All they have to do is to write the letter of the correct match next to each expression or word. So we have 20 of the most common words in regards to sleeping and sleeping issues and sleeping habits and all of that. So basically they have to match. Right there we have chronic, droop, waves of sleepiness, blink, out of sync, hormones, miserable, alertness, cranky, power nap, shut eye, catch 40 wings, burn the midnight oil, run by, do without, drowsy, yawn, priority, rub one's eyes, and snore. So for example, for hormones we have right there that they are chemical substances produced by the body. So basically that is option S. So basically what they would have to do is in number 6, which is hormones, write a letter S to match expression and definition. Here we go. So now we have a really nice crossword puzzle, which is also an activity, an interactive game where they have the top 10 expressions in terms of sleeping, and basically they have 5 across and 5 down words, so they have to check at the hint and write it down. So as you can notice, number 1 and number 2 pages are basically focused on vocabulary. We're not talking about grammar yet. And then I created this test to sort of figure out what your sleeping habits are like, if they are good or bad. So there are 8 questions, and beneath they have the answer sheet. So number 1 is how many hours a day do you sleep? And the options are 6 to 8, 5 to 6, or 1 to 5. Number 2 is how easy is it for you to fall asleep? The options are very easy, not difficult, or very difficult, and so on. Every question has options A, B, and C, and all they have to do is select that one answer that better fits like what they actually face on a daily basis. Then we have once they have completed the answer sheet, they have to check the answers. So they will count how many answers they have in A, how many of them they have in B, and then C. And based on those answers that they have, and they will pick if either they have more of the A options, more of the B options, or more of, or the C options. Here I started introducing present and real conditional. So you have, for instance, if the answers are mainly A, you have very good sleeping habits. If I were you, I would keep it up. Imagine I could predict your future. I would say you will live a long life. Mainly B. If I were you, I would improve some of my habits. Were you to make a decision about your future, you would probably sleep a little more to have a nice life. And mainly C. If I were you, I would completely change my habits. I imagine you visited a doctor today. He would tell you you have to change those habits because you could get sick. So here I started introducing present and real conditional. Then I created this article from a doctor. So what I basically try to do here was use sort of the steps for writing. So there's a little introduction, and then on paragraphs 2, 3, 4, and 5, each paragraph has basically every single part, supporting ideas, and then at the end I paraphrased. So there you have an article. The idea, I'm going back. The idea here is that students identify the parts of each paragraph. Then we have a real story. So it's a 2 pages article about a person who used to have some sleeping issues and how he overcame those difficulties. So here I continue to use the present and real conditional. So it is an interview, so there are some questions, and basically they can answer some questions in regards to the article, and also they should identify out of each answer where is the present and real conditional evident. So there we have it. That is my project. Thank you.